When using Adobe InDesign, it's really important to use guidelines. Guidelines are these blue lines that you use to line up what your text is. So what you do to make a guideline is you drag it out from the outside ruler and you put it on each of your lines. So right now I'm putting one on the line of my picture, and I'm also going to put one on the border of the page, so the edge of the page where it's going to print. And I'm going to use these to decide and make sure that everything is even, because it's really important when you're making any publication that it's visually appealing and it looks organized and neat, and that'll really add to the professionalness of your publication. So here I've got a guideline on the edge of each side of my picture and the edge of my page, and so I can use these and use the ruler up at the top to make sure that each of them are about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and that's what both sides are. I can also pull a ruler down from the top and make a horizontal guideline, and now I'm using that just to make sure that my text is even, so the 10 opportunities you can't pass up and the bonus are in the same height. You can also use guidelines for these corner text like I have, and that's something you can use because you can't really center corner text, but by doing this I can put it at the edge of each text and once again on the bottom of the page, or in this case at the bottom of the green, and be able to tell that those are lined up as well. So I've got about 1/8 of an inch for that as well, and it doesn't really matter what size you use as long as it looks nice and it's even on all sides. So once you have guidelines, you don't necessarily always want those for your entire project. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to remove the guidelines. So you just click on them and drag them back up to the top or back over to the left. And just like you did to put them on, you're going to do the opposite to remove them. So once you get rid of these guidelines, you see you can't drag it to the bottom or to the right. You have to drag it up to the ruler to completely get rid of it, because that's where you got it from. So you get rid of the guidelines to make it easier to see your publication and be able to see what your final project's actually going to look like. If you need to, you can add the guidelines back on, but overall it's just a use to help when you're deciding where to line things up and how to lay them out.